Guys, what's up? Joshua with Oki here, and today we're going to bring you some amazing, awesome opportunity news. And we're going to kind of cover exactly what happened over the weekend during everybody's Thanksgiving with their family. Everybody was eating, enjoying, probably not really looking at the market, but basically what happened during that evening of Thanksgiving, especially here in America. Some of you guys I know are throughout the world. Uh, the market decided to take a massive dump all the way down to 53,000 and like 400 for Bitcoin. And it basically dropped a lot of coins, 12, 15, 20%. Brought the entire market down with it as usual. Bitcoin is the daddy of the entire market. No surprise there, right? So if you were paying attention during these times, looking at your phone like a weirdo, you've been able to buy some of these coins at a discounted price, right? So let's just kind of cover exactly why the market dipped and look at things overall, right? So basically, in Africa, we had this variant come out, and basically, it's just another variant, and the scientists so far say, maybe around, some mild symptoms and everything, but uh, the market overreacted as usual, and if you look at the fear and greed index for the crypto, it actually went down to something like 24, 22, and now we're sitting around 33. And just massive amount of FUD in the market and fear caused a massive sell-off in the overall market. And now, because Bitcoin's back up 3% in the last 24 hours, now we're starting to recover. And one thing to take note of is Ethereum actually reached up to something like 3,500, um, you know, 4,500, excuse me, um, like in the last couple of hours, right? So if we look at this chart right here with Ethereum to Bitcoin, you can see that we are almost at our all-time high again, and we're also retesting our most recent all-time high, which was set around the 25th or 26th of November, which again was Thanksgiving Day. Um, so basically, around this time, the 26th, you can see we had this massive sell-off, right? And what happened again was the whales taking manipulation. You got to remember, the whales, the big money, big institutions, they own the news channels, like CNBC, Fox, MSNBC. And what they did was they put out massive amounts of press releases with red banners at the top and just really creating a lot of scare tactics in the market. And these are just games. I mean, I told you guys that it wasn't going to be easy to um, get to 90K or 100K. It wasn't going to just be a straight up line. It was going to be a battle every single step. So right now, you can tell that we're just clearly on a ascending line to re-break our all-time high. Excuse me, not our all-time high, but our second all-time high. And if we can break past this yellow line and actually support this, then you're going to see a massive altcoin season. I'm telling you, you're going to see coins go 5x, 10x, 20x. It's just going to be absolutely insane. Um, if we were to look at like Bitcoin, it's a little bit more closely what's going on overall. Just literally on the 10th of November, which was like 19 days ago, we were around 68, 69,000, and then we had our massive, massive sell-off most recently, right shortly after Thanksgiving. So this was just all because of the new variants. Whales took manipulation. They pumped the fear index, got that going really good. So they checked up all the boxes, and then we consolidated right here. Then we just built a nice little cup and handle. And what I'm thinking is, we did come up to this yellow line and we broke it for a little bit and we got rejected. So we're either going to stay in this channel for a little bit and move sideways, which is fine, just allows us to accumulate more and build a better foundation for us to push towards 90K. Basically, I think the season might be a little bit longer. I was thinking maybe by November we should be up more, and then in December start pulling some profits. But it looks like we're going to have plenty of time to still take some profits. But if you were paying attention in this market over the weekend and then you started buying up some things around here because of a lot of the mass discounts, then you should consider maybe pulling out just a little bit of profits off of that. Not financial advice. This channel doesn't really give financial advice, but it's just food for thought. If you're playing with paper money, um, it's always good to basically be able to rebuy the accumulation dip, because this right here is from top to bottom about 10% just on Bitcoin alone. So altcoins, like I said, went down 12, 15, 20%. Interesting enough, though, around the same time that these coins were decreasing, your traditional layer ones and layer two coins like Polkadot went down to like 155, ADA went down to like 142, Solana went down to like 187, which those are your traditional layer ones. The metaverse coins, like we've been talking, which we mainly focus on this channel, we don't really buy Ethereum, we don't buy Bitcoin. We're actually interested in making gains in crypto. So we look at the underlying assets that actually can pump and make you a lot of money. So if we look at the Sandbox, for example, it's just been on an absolute tear. It's at $7. So around Thanksgiving time, it didn't even react to the news. I mean, it just went absolutely insane. And this makes sense that it would be able to support these levels even during the FUD news of this new COVID variant. Um, just proves that our thesis around metaverse and gaming, mainstream adoption in the gaming space and crypto space is going to be led through gaming. I mean, it's just clearly obvious. So, we had a really good run. Here's the 22nd if you would have gotten in. And then obviously if you got in like, Tuesday or Wednesday, you'd been good too. But we actually peaked all the way up to $8.42, which was insane before we had the massive sell-off. So it's kind of funny that we'd have a massive runoff, right? And then we'd also have, the massive sell-off, and then the news come out. It's just all perfect timing. So the whales dropped it all the way down to the 200 moving average, which is the red line, down to like 570. And if you would have bought in there, you would be back up pretty good, right? So if you would have bought in back here, you'd run up to 33% gain and over the weekend. Just that simple. From top to bottom, you would have saved yourself, 28, 30%, probably 33%, whatever. You really want to get in tight with it. So what I think is going to happen is we can either go back up again. We're just retesting some crucial lines right now, but eventually we'll probably have a retest back down to like $6.40, 50 cents, most likely. And then we'll have another run up eventually to $8.50 or whatever. But Sandbox is severely undervalued either way compared to like Axie Infinity. But just beware because it is at a really good run. So traditionally, it's not good to buy in coins once they're pumped up. You want to wait for the retracement. So if you would have bought in over the weekend on the 28th, then that would have been perfect. I mean, that's really as good as you can get on that 200 AMA or below. The same thing happens in Mana actually. So it's actually on the run a little bit today too. But around Thanksgiving time, we had the same thing happen. We ran up to $5.82 and we went down, and then we retested it almost again. And then we just been consolidating and been down since then. Today it went up to like 520, I think was the highest it went today. And so now it's just reconsolidating back down. I could see this definitely probably retesting around the 450, 460 range. Just makes sense, right? It's been doing it consistently. No need to beat the trends, especially since it got rejected here. Ideally, it should just kept going up. But if we were to continue this, some of the other coins that actually really did pump was something like Meta Heroes. So this is kind of new on the block. People have been talking about, and I missed this ship, so I haven't really bought in. And especially if I was to look at the 1 hourly, we'll look at the RSI, right? So obviously huge volume demand, and we're on our way back down. Ideally, when you want to buy something like this is when it's down like here. It's one of the times you want to buy in. Otherwise, you'll just get rigged every single time. right? If you want to be an idiot, if you want to just waste money, then go ahead. Um, in hindsight, this could go to $1 or more, just like Sandbox. So, not too long ago, Sandbox, almost 6, 7 months ago, was like 30, 45 cents anyway. So, I mean, it's definitely hard to say. But these are some of the things that's kind of happening in the market. Um, I can see us going back up to around 69K right now overall for Bitcoin, which will carry the alts. And, they need to make a run soon. Otherwise, we're not going to go anywhere. Um, we also have the Decentralized Miami NFT convention. The same thing, kind of like how the NFT NYC thing went down. They're going to have it now in Miami. And this is happening on November 30th and December 1st. It's a 2-day event. They're going to have 3 venues um, that will have a bunch of shows and a bunch of speakers, and it's basically like a conference, just as New York was. But this, I'm thinking, could have a huge weight with the metaverse games as well. So we could still have a few more days of these metaverse crypto coin pumps, in theory. I think even we could still keep going to January, February. If you were to look up a really insane game, look up Alluvium. All right, check this shit out. So Alluvium, I was going to buy Alluvium. Right now, it's at 17. It's 1751. I was originally going to pick up some Alluvium. I can't even freaking see it. Like way back here, like when it was at $65, which was it's not letting me see it, but you get the idea. Let me get back in. So yeah, I mean, even around the 22nd of November, this. So if you don't know what Alluvium is like the Pokemon of blockchain gaming, and they're definitely kind of like a AAA gaming studio that's developing really high quality gaming experience on the Unreal Engine um, framework, if I'm not mistaken. And they also have a land sale that's coming up. They have NFTs already, so they are just primed, ready to do some really big things. But the point is I mean, look, there's $1,751 for this one. They got a really cool site if you want to go check it out. It's alluvium.io. Go ahead and register. You can check out the trailer. It's pretty cool. So here's their trailer for their Alluvium game. I mean, look at this. This is like some like movie type quality shit right here. Look at the graphics of the water, and then like the actual um, characters in it. The land graphics is pretty sick too. I guess that's like your pet or something. Look at that shit. So yeah, this is just going to be like it's a metaverse. It's also like a card gaming competitive. So like battles and duels and stuff like that. So you'll have like maybe 5 on 5, like your 5 characters versus the other person's 5 characters. I guess these are like the avatars of them. Yeah. See, here's the battle arena, and then here's like your Pokemon characters that you can play. They level up over time. They get stronger. Like as you win battles, you win currency, stuff like that. I mean, it's just pretty dope, right? I might play this. Um, and Axie Affinity doesn't look anything like this. Okay, so I mean, this is pretty cool. Um, but I just think overall the narrative of gaming and metaverse is just in right now, right? So the the easiest way to compare these coins, like the Sandbox, Mana, Meta Heroes, Altora, Chaincade, these other things. Let's look at Chaincade real quick, right? So if we got Chaincade, this is like a retroverse, and they're going to have an online digital arcade where you can have people come and hang out with you. They can hang out in like a private room, so you can have public and private And if you own one of these arcades, depending if you have private or public, determines like what type of royalties you can collect later down the road. But I mean, this narrative's just hot right now, man. I mean, people just love this shit. Um, let's look at some NFTs real quick. I know you guys are generally kind of interested in those as well. So one of the metaverse ones I called pretty early, around like 0.37, is this Matrix world. I personally haven't bought into this one yet, but now since I called it at 0.37, it's at 1 ETH and 55. So 1.55 ETH now. And it's just been on a nice little volume tear. Look at this. Some of these lands sold for 3.8 on average. Um, Another project I really like that I think has huge potential still is the Aetherians, and they are somewhere on my list right here. And you guys should probably pick up some of these. Again, this is not financial advice, but if you want to get in a cool underrated collection, you got the Aetherians here. They coming out with a movie. They already have a partnership with Sandbox. It's already working. They got end game characters. They own a lot of lands for these characters that will be able to play and hang out and just enjoy being together. People are still obviously buying these all the time, and we had a really big sale around one Ethereum most recently. So, I mean, I'm just really bullish on Ethereans. I have three of these actually myself. I got them a while ago. And I also have an Empire with these. And what that means is, I don't know if I have it on this account I'm logged into. Ethereans. Basically, you can stake your Ethereans. So, like NFTs are like tokens, right? So, if you've ever staked in DeFi before, it's kind of a similar thing. But you take your Ethereum tokens and you stake them, and then you actually passively get these things called invader tokens. And then with these invader tokens, you can use them to buy assets like these airdrops. So that's pretty cool. You can just use your currency invader tokens for that. And then once they get finish up with their metaverse game and everything like that, then the invader tokens can also be used for assets on that as well, which would be cool later down the road. So I have mine farming right now. Mine's doing their thing. Um, Another project I'm really bullish on is, oh, and if you guys haven't yet, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I give out a lot of good information before we produce it on YouTube. So it's good to just follow me and pay attention there. Also, go ahead and join our Discord group. Let's see here, we got it. We always leave it in the description of this video, but you guys should jump on and follow us here. We talk about things like Illuvium and um, just the general market, what's been happening. We talk about Meta Hero, obviously. Uh, I was looking at Meta Hero around 0.16, and obviously if I was looking at it earlier, I could have gotten it really, really cheap. But now it's ran up 22 cents since then. But we have a lot of people in here. Keep it cool. Everybody's hanging out and just discussing ideas. So it's always good to do. So another project is the Colony Online. And I think this project is really undervalued in my opinion. So right now the floor is really cheap. It's 0.01 Ethereum to get into the floor. And they look pretty cool, but they are creating an entire metaverse, and they actually have AAA gaming studios behind them. I think it's like Stainless Steel Games or something like that. And the original owner is huge in the community, a big influencer, which always helps us with our calls. Has a lot of backing, and they're just great developers. I mean, they're building a really quality game. They just had a major sell, about an hour ago, and a couple transfers. It looks like here. Looks like Slushy got some. Um, but yeah, this is a great project. There's something like 25,000 different avatars, and there's like bears, there's monkeys, there's dogs, and then there's cats, I think, right? So these are like the monkeys, I think. That's a dog. Here's a duck, and then should be a cat. Here's the cats, and basically each one of these will have like their own little sections. Each race basically will have like their own little hometown kind of. But I'm pretty sure we can probably all hang out together and all that good stuff. Again, they're building an entire ecosystem, an entire actual video game, and they're going to be giving out a token airdrop very, very shortly to the holders of these avatars. And these tokens are going to be the in game currency for the colonist. So, to me, I mean, this is great to get in. The gas might be kind of expensive right now, in my opinion. Um, it might be cheap right now. I haven't really purchased any NFTs recently. I still want to pick up like 4 or 5 of these. Um, but, it's holiday season and everything like that. So I haven't really bought anything. I bought a lot of the crypto during the Black Friday, so that was my Black Friday shopping. But these are pretty cool. What else do we have that you guys might like? We also have, if you don't know, the Phantom Galaxies. So this is going to be a free airdrop. All you have to do is go to their website and connect your wallet, and you'll automatically be qualified to get a free airdrop of these. Um, what are these things called? These robots. It used to be like a TV show, remember? Like Gundam Wing or something like that. That's what these look like. But yeah, so they're giving out free airdrops. They got a really cool Discord community, very, very active. Um, some big names follow this as well. So I think this is also coming with a token airdrop as well for the economy. It's going to be like a battle game, and the universe behind it, all that stuff, will be like your assets, your NFTs. Like you can have these spaceships, you can have some planets, I think. So it should be a pretty cool game. And I think it's mobile too, or it's going to be mobile. Um, Another little cool project that I haven't really mentioned on, just because I don't know how to bring it to you guys, but it could be something later down the road, is this XY project. I actually own quite a bit of this, and it's kind of like land. It's an open source project. Um, and basically, all of these are individual plots. So this may look a little crazy at first until you actually visit the website and kind of look around yourself to see what's going on. But if I was to connect my wallet, I'll be able to change like these icons um, to like whatever assets I have in my NFT collection. But it goes a little bit farther than that because they're going to actually build a metaverse with these. So each one of these are actual land plots, and this was like a stealth drop, no mention, no talk about, no nothing. This just came up on my Twitter feed one night, and it instantly sold out in like a few hours. I think the minting was you just had to pay gas. You didn't have to pay for these plots. You just paid for gas. So it was like $60 here, $45 there, $50 there. So mine are actually like right around here somewhere. Where's mine's at? No, mine's around the center. I haven't looked in a little while. Hmm. Maybe it's right up here. It's hard to tell, not gonna lie. But anyways, so I'm somewhere around here in the middle, and then I pick some up off to the side, and then I also pick some up over here. But I have like a huge chunk in here somewhere, and that usually I can find myself pretty easy, but I just can't seem to do it this time. So yeah, this is called the XY project. It's not really a lot on OpenSea right now. I mean, it's not really worth anything. But I bought it just to see what would happen one day with it. It's always good to kind of try these things randomly every now and then. Um, then what else do we have? Sin City. Cypher is a good project if you guys haven't heard anything about. Got a lot of backing, a lot of cool people in it. Basically, they're creating a entire metaverse game as well, and they're going to be having their coin sale pretty soon. It looks like this is brand new. You can go ahead and buy some of their characters for their game. Um, they have it on OpenSea as well for the marketplace. They already had their mints most recently, but look, they got a lot of their backers. You got Yield Guild, you have Sigma Capital, then you also have um, Finance Capital. So these are pretty good ones. Arlington Capital is a good one. I mean, look at these. These are pretty dope. So I think they also have a video on their site somewhere. Yeah, check this out. So this is like a battle style as well. They're pretty decked out. So each one of these assets, like their coats, the guitars, those are different assets that you can trade and sell. And I think this is going to be on mobile too. I know they got a really big backing. They got a really big game studio. So this is definitely going somewhere and doing some things. Just like the Colony Online, these are some of the top projects I think coming out right now. The Ethereums could be pretty big too as well. So if we were to take a look at theirs right now, their OpenSea, a lot of people are interested in the new collection, which is the Aetherian Flash. These were just dropped, and it's been holding the floor price pretty steadily. The floor bottom's like 1.2. Had a nice little run most recently, but they're pretty cool. My philosophy is kind of like these look like World of Warcraft characters, and those were like really popular. The Night Elves back then in World of Warcraft. I mean, they had something like what 50, 60 million subscribers paying $10, $15 a month. So World of Warcraft obviously knew what the hell they were doing. Um, but yeah, I mean, these are pretty cool. Check them out if you're interested in some NFTs. There's so many out there. I mean, the ones that I am into are pretty much just like ones I see from my Twitter feed. So again, if you guys don't know, just go ahead and follow me. I'll share a lot of these projects. But mostly I just get, I find out about new things all the time. I'm also in like a lot of these Twitter spaces, listening to new projects, what these projects are doing. Um, I just keep up with kind of what's going on in the space. This guy right here is at the Decentralized. He's got a sticker. We're going to make it. Um, and yeah, so another thing I want to cover, I forgot with you guys that you guys might like is let's look at Polka City. So remember when I was talking about Polkadot and Polka Bridge and just the basically the dot ecosystem. So right here we have Polka City, and I just want to make sure this is the right one. I'm pretty sure it is. I have it on my phone too. Yeah. So I mean, look at this thing. This thing's been on an absolute tear. Where's the 25th of November? Yeah. So, I mean, obviously it sold off too, just like all the other ones with bad news. But I mean, look, basically touched right here on this red line. So if you would have gotten in around the 28th with a lot of the other coins, I mean, gosh, look at it. You would have enjoyed a nice little run. 52% run right there. Look at that. That'd have been nice, huh? So I actually have some Polka City as well. I got a nice big bag size of that. So that was a good little run. Of course, I sold at the top. Why wouldn't I? But yeah, I mean, just the metaverse gaming narrative is still very hot. Bitcoin is still struggling to maintain 59K. Obviously we need to go back down to 53 and test. I don't really think so much. I think we could probably hopefully get out of this and run up to 69, 70K. Guys, if you haven't already, please go ahead and follow us, subscribe, hit the bell icon, all that good shit. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I give out a lot of awesome alpha OG type shit. I drop it pretty often. So go ahead and follow us. Talk to you guys later.